Shri Pranab Mukherjee.
Sometimes I was a small actor, sometimes I was a spectator, but always I was a participant in Parliament, either sitting on the treasury benches or sitting in the opposition.
Pranab Mukherjee was born in Bengal's Merathi village on 11 December 1935 to a family which was very politically active.
She was highly politically sensitive and conscious, and naturally, because her husband, my father, was in politics from 1920, long period. And like any other housewife in those days, whose husbands were freedom fighters or political activists, their lives were divided between jail and outside jail. When outside jail, they did not remain in the home. They used to do the other political activity.
He was elected to the Rajya Sabha at the age of 34 and was made part of Indira Gandhi's cabinet in 1973.
I was part of government for 22 years as ministers, starting from the date when I was first appointed by Indira Ji in her Council of Ministers in early 70s.
He served as Indira's finance minister in 1982 and appointed Dr. Manmohan Singh as the RBI governor that year. He was considered a trusted lieutenant of Indira Gandhi, often presiding over meetings when she was unavailable.
My career as a parliamentarian was no doubt mentored by Srimati Indira Gandhi. Her steely determination, clarity of thought, and decisive actions made her a towering personality.
After Indira was assassinated, Pranab found himself sidelined in the Congress as Rajiv Gandhi took charge. Pranab was back in the mainstream in 1991 as he was appointed Deputy Chairman of the Planning Committee and later served in the cabinet. He also worked closely with Sonia Gandhi, advising her when she made her political debut in 1998.
The first election, she provided leadership to Congress. Congress did not get more than 112. But subsequently, she recognized that Congress will have to adjust itself with the other political aspirant groups and leaders to have some sort of coalition.
He contested his first ever Lok Sabha elections in 2004, winning from the Jangipur seat. When Sonia Gandhi refused the Prime Ministership, it was speculated that Pranab would be Prime Minister, but Dr. Manmohan Singh was named instead.
It was a genuine decision she came, whatever be her considerations in her inner mind, but she made it firm. When she pronounced it, she made it firm. She did not budge from inch. Therefore, her leadership has a specially significant role in the contemporary history of Congress. And so far my relationship is concerned, it is war. Initial years, naturally, I did not know her, she did not know me, we did never work together. But from Panchmari conclave onwards, it was war and it continues till today.
He was appointed Defence Minister in the Manmohan Singh cabinet and spearheaded efforts to improve Indo-US military ties. He also did a fine act of balancing ties with Russia as well, keeping both superpowers equally close in a bid to boost India's defence prowess.
I have already stated many a times that I am quite satisfied with what I received. And I always believe and this is not for the first time I am saying so, I received much more from the people of this country than I have given to them. I am ever indebted to them.
In 2006, he was appointed External Affairs Minister and played a key role in securing the Indo-US nuclear deal. His negotiation skills came to the forefront as he worked to bring political allies on board.
Samajwadi Party, after half an hour, presented the support of 39 members. My simple arithmetic, 237 plus 39 is 276. Even if I assume effective voting strength of the Lok Sabha right at this moment is 541. It does not require big arithmetic to calculate what would be the simple majority. But the leader of the opposition thought it's a very bright case to build up that the government has lost its majority right now.
In 2008, the UPA passed the Indo-US nuclear deal and survived the no-confidence vote. Pranab was awarded the Padma Vibhushan that same year. He earned the nickname Pranab GOM as he headed over 60 groups of ministers over key issues.
When the UPA was in power, the go-to man was Pranab Mukherjee. He may not have been the Prime Minister, but communication, interaction, engagement, crisis management was always Pranab Mukherjee's forte. Why, sir? Why was it Pranab Mukherjee's forte?
No, it is because Prime Minister trusted me. He gave me some responsibilities. And in that course of responsibilities, I had to do that. Moreover, at that point of time, when Dr. Manmohan Singh formed his government, I was the senior most. I had long experiences. Before that, I was minister for 14 years. Before 2004. I was in Parliament from 1969. Therefore, as a member of Parliament, even in the Congress Working Committee, which is the highest policy-making body, I was senior to all of them.
In 2009, he was appointed Union Finance Minister, where he implemented several tax reforms and was able to steer the Indian economy through the global recession. In 2012, Pranab was nominated as the UPA's candidate for president. In a clear sign of his popularity and acceptability across political parties, he won with a 4 lakh margin and was sworn in as the 13th President of India, becoming the first Bengali to hold India's highest office.
Of course, I feel satisfied, glad, and I am particularly happy that those who committed, I mean the political parties who do not belong to our party or our formation, some of them extended their support to me and they scrupulously adhered to their commitment and ensured that each and every member of the Electoral College belonging to their parties, they vote for it. That normally does not happen, but I appreciate, and that is I consider as a great reward to my long stay in public life.
During his tenure, he rejected 30 mercy petitions, including that of Afzal Guru, Yaqub Memon, and Ajmal Kasab. His term as president ended in 2017. The 82-year-old Pranab retired, citing his old age, leaving behind a luminous political legacy.
My years in Parliament were further enriched by the wisdom of P.V. Narasimha Rao, oration of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, cryptic one-liners of Muthuli and Dr. Nath, wit and humor of Piru Modi, poetic discourses of Professor Mukharjee, a desert-sharp repartee of Indrajit Gupta, coming presence of Dr. Manmohan Singh, mature advice of L.K. Advani, and passionate support of Sonia Gandhi for social legislations.
He was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 2019 and in the years that followed, spent his time following his passion, reading.
I read not only once, what I like, I read umpteen number of times. Even a fiction, if I like, I read many times. A fiction.
And when do you read? Because you work 18 hours a day.
My reading time is very disciplined. Whenever I get time.
You read.
Whenever I get time, I read something. Because I cannot remain, either I will read a file, or I will read papers, or I will read books. I cannot remain just...
You don't watch TV?
I hardly see TV.
The 5-term Rajya Sabha MP has seen the highs and lows of Indian politics for over 50 years and has weathered through many political storms with fine political acumen and hard work.
Change is the only constant factor. And that change, always not positive. It may be negative, it may be positive, it may even be disruptive. But change is constant and change is continuing.
Pranab Da, as he is fondly known, served the Congress faithfully as its troubleshooter-in-chief and served the nation as a multifaceted union minister overseeing several portfolios.
एक भी मेरी मुलाकात पिछले 3 साल में राष्ट्रपति जी के साथ ऐसी नहीं रही जिसमें उन्होंने पिता की तरह, और मैं बहुत अंतर्मन से कह रहा हूं, कोई पिता अपने संतान की जैसे देखभाल करे। देखो मोदी जी, आधा दिन तो आराम करना ही पड़ेगा। मुझे दा कहते, प्रणब दा कहते।
Pranab Mukherjee will be remembered as a statesman who never let politics get in the way of policy and was a dignified leader till the end.